Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns. Today we're pleased to bring you another Ocarina of Time GSR tournament match. It is winners bracket round 3 and we have Judogerudo versus CountLG, and it should be a hype match. And I'm joined today on commentary by Highflow. It's Highflow Pod, right? And
Yep, that's right.
And the consultant. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I am incredibly hyped for this match.
And I'm going to
CountLG.
I'm going to set them off so that you can start with cut down percent. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you later.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, it's going to be a good match. I'm looking forward to it. What do you think are things to watch out for in this match, Highflow?
I haven't been keeping up with Judo. I'm not sure of his strengths or weaknesses. I think he's playing on N64, so it is going to be a different route.
Judo in his last match showed like a ton of consistency. He got like a 120 or a 119. So I think just really one of the top N64 runners for sure. And it's definitely going to be interesting to see if he can keep up with Count's, pretty high times.
Yeah, Count, of course, is the current world record holder. Definitely the favorite going into this match, but Judo is a very, very strong runner, so he can definitely pull an upset here.
Yeah, I guess it just depends on like how close Count plays to his PB. If he loses like 3 or 4 minutes on some mistakes, I think Judo definitely has a great shot. His PB itself being 1:17.26, which is really good.
Yeah, both have really good times. I saw Count practicing Spirit Hover earlier, and he was nailing it every time, so Spirit Hover is the big question for every GSR run.
Yeah, I'm always amazed watching people's streams, like Valiant's streams, in terms of just how consistent some of the top runners are at Spirit Hover. Like you'll see some mid-level runners maybe get it like 50 or 60, 70% of the time, especially if you're running on VC where you have I guess technically one less chew, but like a lot more opportunities to waste chews in terms of boat skip.
Yeah, absolutely. I've seen some people switch to the bombs early route, even on VC lately, just so that they have extra chews for Spirit Hover.
Yeah, and if you skip the CAC that a lot of people do, you can technically have 6 chews, which is just almost like doing a full chew hover, which is really nice. I'm not so sure if I personally agree with doing that, just because I guess in a race you might want to get yourself, any time save you can get. But I can understand how it could add a lot of consistency for people. It also has the strength of having like bombs be a lot more forgiving because you can get the grass drops in Graveyard.
Yeah, the bomb count on bombs early is definitely a lot less tight if you get some bomb counts, or if you get some bomb drops. And even if you don't, you can always get the bombs in Dampe's Grave, which are guaranteed.
Yeah, so that's a guaranteed 5 bombs, and then if worst comes to worst and you really need like 1 bomb drop, you can still, sorry for the train, you can still technically get, you can, instead of resetting after Shadow, you can just go get the bomb drops from the grass patches in Graveyard again, and then instead of resetting, you can go through CAC. Yeah, I know, the real hype train, guys, right?
So since they're on different consoles, their escape is going to differ. VC has to get Sword and Shield, because you need the Ocarina dive in bottom of the well, but N64 doesn't have that factor. So N64 can just get stick and then dip on out of the forest.
Yeah, what I've found very interesting about watching some N64 versus VC runs is that like a lot of the time save that N64 has is like kind of like in the first like 35 minutes. And then they kind of sync up towards Spirit, and VC just keeps on getting, you know, slightly more ahead in terms of time saves just due to lag.
Yeah, at the beginning after like Master Sword, it looks like N64 is a lot further ahead than VC, but due to the lag later on, it kind of evens out.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy looking at both of these guys as like Master Sword times. Like counts as 1759, which is really freaking good for VC. I think I've seen some lower N64 Master Sword times, so you know, Judo can definitely push that down a little bit more. But you know,
It looks like Judo's doing the walking while talking escape here.
Yeah, so Judo is actually really well known for doing walking while talking and like never really doing West Escape. Honestly, very race safe to do.
Yeah, it's very safe for a race. I wouldn't. West Escape is very scary on a race. But Count gets the West here. See if he gets the clip. He misses the clip, so he has to go for the backup.
Yeah.
Not a huge time loss, but every little bit adds up.
I swear, I think on one of like Count's last PBs, he had like a 5:25 escape, which is not that good. But gosh, it's amazing how much time he was able to make up anyways in some of his other splits. And Judo with like a 4:54 walking while talking, that's like incredibly impressive. Like a optimal West escape, like only gains like 10 seconds on that.
Yeah, so pretty good start for both of them. Counts usually has better escapes, but not a huge deal. He still gets the West, which is pretty quick. Now they're just both getting Ocarina, and then they're on their way to Kakariko. The action really picks up after Adult, so we have a solid 15 minutes of go here, collect this, and then watch a bunch of cutscenes.
Yeah, to anyone new to Ocarina of Time speedruns, at least for the glitched speedruns specifically, it's usually more optimal to not beat the Deku Tree at all and just escape the forest through glitches. And then you typically get early explosives through the well. Although with SRM, a lot of the ways in which we, do things have changed. Especially in categories like GSR or MST. The child hasn't really changed as much, the child sections.
So Count opting not to go for the owl skip here. You can technically skip this owl, which is slower in real time, but it saves time of day. So like it ends up saving more time than it loses. But it's kind of risky for a race.
Yeah, like if you're really fast in getting to the crawl space, ultimately they're going to get choose, and then they're going to go to the castle to go meet Zelda and get Zelda's lullaby, because they'll need that for magic. If you're really fast getting to the crawl space to meet Zelda, like Count probably is, it may be worth it, because then you won't be waiting as long for time of day. But again, it's not something that's needed. It's something that a lot of newer runners definitely skip. Even a lot of like more experienced GSR runners skip. Both of them are now going to be doing a Cuckoo dive to get into the well early. They're going to have like a cut scene happen, and then it's going to make them like basically ignore the water and just kind of like fall down.
Yeah, so they actually have different methods here, since Judo doesn't have a sword or a shield. Can't do the ISG method, so he throws two nuts to make the chicken very mad.
Yeah, I wonder.
Using the cutscene.
Yeah, Judo's
falls
saving.
down.
So Judo is also doing a version exclusive glitch here called Blank A, where you can using a trick with a crawl space. he can make it so that Link ignores collision. And he can just kind of jump slash right through here and get into this kind of like half-loaded area where you can just kind of like swim up because the water extends infinitely down, and you can like get into this little area with choose.
So we actually got stuck on the water there. That water is notoriously bad for just sticking in the corner, but he actually just got unstuck, which is good. And you see Count on the right doing Ocarina Dive. So similar to getting into the well, using the cutscene of the Ocarina, it doesn't load the bottom area, but you still go down. So you just kind of just go through the loading zone in the cutscene, and then you can walk in this water and then go up.
Yeah, and you can see that like Judo is already like significantly ahead of Count, just because Blank A is like, I don't know, maybe like 20 seconds faster, maybe even like 30 at this point. Again, one of the big time saves in 64.
Another thing about N64 is its resets are a lot faster because it doesn't have to show you the controller text. So you see on the right side, Count got caught by the floor master, not sure what it's called. The big spooky hand to go back to the beginning of the dungeon, whereas Judo just reset.
And okay, interesting. Yeah, I think I saw this before. So you'll see a lot of people. There's an owl that's coming up in the front of the kind of Hyrule Castle area. A lot of people opt to try and skip that, but I think Judo just he opts to just get damaged off the Skulltula instead that you get by bonking the tree, and so in doing so he's going to trigger the owl. But if you don't do the owl skip fast, it doesn't really end up saving any time anyways, so going with the safe strat here. Meanwhile, Count's already damaged down from the Wall Master pulling him up. So he's just going to do a jump slash, and he's already at this like optimal amount of health he has, where he's going to do like a damage boost to get like a half heart down, and then he's going to use that half heart to do a cutscene skip with death into Zelda's Lullaby, which we'll see soon.
Yeah, the damage boost on N64 is a lot scarier. The timing is a bit tighter with stick versus sword. Not only that, if you mess up, it's not really like an easy backup because you're gonna be at half heart. You can't do the damage boost again. You need to like go back and get hearts. Versus on VC, since you have a shield, you can do a mega flip instead, which doesn't damage you. It loses a chew, but like it's a lot faster. So let's hopefully Judo gets this first try here.
Yeah, I think as an N64 runner myself, just gives you. Oh gosh, I was gonna say it gives you
commentator's curse. Oh no.
Yeah, commentator curse to just practice the crap out of this. Like I even buffer. Interesting. Okay.
He goes to that. Okay. Interesting. He opts to die to go faster. Like, I think is he just like forfeiting Spirit Hover at this point?
No, he'll still have probably 4 chews, I would say. Yeah, he'll have like 4 chews. If he skips the Hess, Count getting the damage boost successfully. Alright, so kind of eroding this like N64 time save that he would have had, unfortunately. It's just like, it's really unfortunate when something like that happens, because again, there's really not a backup for N64, unfortunately. You just kind of have to die or get caught by guards and like, yeah.
Alright, hopefully second tries the charm here. Otherwise, this will be a very one-sided race. Okay, good. He gets it that time. So second time, it's unfortunate time loss, but at least he gets it. Gets in the crawl space.
Yeah. It's the first N64 missed damage boost I have seen. But it's surprisingly tricky trick. I mean, it feels like, some of those tricks where you think you've got it and then you don't really have it. I feel like there's definitely, it feels like it's easier to maybe buffer the one with sword. Maybe that's just me. A lot of the time you'll just buffer the flashes for the one with stick for N64, and then you'll just like mash stick anyways once you get off the ledge.
Yeah, so now we're both in cutscenes. However, Judo's is better because he has a stick.
Yeah, the stick is required for every N64 runner. If you don't take out your stick during the Zelda cutscene, you might as well forfeit.
Unfortunate time loss, but he recovered pretty quickly there.
Yeah, I mean, I am kind of amazed in terms of like his just his quick thinking in terms of just like killing himself immediately on Talon. Like I would have personally I would have personally tried to like save the Chew. I would have like bonked the tree and like pray to God for the super small chance of getting hearts dropping from the tree, and then I would have just gotten caught by the guards.
Yeah, me too.
But this is probably faster than that.
Does Judo do DC hover?
No, he doesn't. I've not seen a single runner do DC hover in this tournament. The only person I know who really has ever run DC hover seriously is Rosewater. And did you commentate that? I'm not sure. I don't think. I think he probably didn't do it either.
Yeah, I think I did commentate that, but he didn't choose. He didn't opt to do it in the race.
Yeah. I think just overall, just like it may be an interesting route, but it's just kind of can be very inconsistent and very punishing.
All right, so as you see there, Count backflips into the cutscene, and the Chew kills him and pushes him in, and they die at the same time as the cutscene starts. Then he gets the song, doesn't have to watch it. It's a pretty long cutscene.
So now Count is going to buy the shield. He won't get the discount though, because he didn't show the letter to the guard in CAC. So he'll have to spend a whole 80 rupees. Sucks. Judo doing another kind of cutscene skip since he doesn't have shield to help push him back. He's just going to kind of walk in and time the Chew flashes properly. Successfully with with one buffer, I think. So that's good.
Yeah, just using one pause there to make sure that he gets the right frame.
Now they're gonna skip the Door of Time. This is like one of the earliest glitches found in like Zelda speedrunning history. Really opened up a lot of the game in terms of what you could do, just because you didn't really have to do the child dungeons anymore.
Last time I was commenting, we argued that the Door of Time skip was the goat of glitches. Of OoT glitches, or skips. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, when was it found? Like 2006, right? 2007, 2008?
I have no idea. I am an OoT baby.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I started playing due to rando, so I might as well not even be a speedrunner. Uh, but Judo going for the unbuffered dot skip. That one being a gainer since he can't just jump slash back in. March 2008. Yeah, I mean, like, what else was found? You can. A lot of damage boosty stuff was found as well, right? But that stuff was kind of hard to execute. I think people found before that if you only did Shadow and Spirit, that you could get light arrows and spawn the bridge to Ganon's castle. But yeah, it's really arguable just in terms of just skipping those first 3 child dungeons. It just opened up the game in incredible amounts. It's probably one of the sole reasons like bingo exists in its current form, for example.
Yeah, I mean, being able to skip the child dungeons just makes almost every category so much more enjoyable.
Yeah, it opens up the route so much more in terms of what you can do in which order. I think a quip swap arguably did a lot too, but arguably, yeah, dot skip just. I mean, if it wasn't for dot skip, you would always have to do the first 3 child dungeons in the same order pretty much every time. You could also say early choose probably was a very big glitch find. I guess the first form of early choose is probably Vine Clip, right?
Again, I am an OOT newborn, essentially.
Yeah, at Valiant. I wonder who in the chat has been playing the longest. I think Valiant's only been playing since 2012, 2014, 13. But yeah, I think Vine Clip was the first form of early choose. So in terms of early choose or early explosives before that, gosh.
Link is saying that the first early choose was Spirit choose.
Yeah, so just imagine that.
Having to go all the way to Spirit Temple.
Yeah. Yep. I think Link is right. So they found with the Cucco that you could kind of go over the bridge in Gerudo Valley, and then you could go through Wasteland as child and get the Spirit Choose. But gosh, that's so slow. I don't know how old that glitch is. That must be older than dot skip, to be honest.
That's the only way to get choose early in Master Quest, because there's no choose in Bottom of the Well, so they still have to do that. They have to go all the way to Spirit, jump the gate with a chicken.
Oh my gosh. Imagine playing Master Quest.
Interesting ROM hack.
Yeah. Well, technically, it'd probably be faster to just go straight adult with like Bottle, since Bottle is still in the same place, right? So you just like, and Kojiro would still be in the same place. That would definitely be faster. But I guess you couldn't do that in GSR for Master Quest because no RBA is allowed.
Alright, so Count is finally out of the cutscene. We're on our way to our first dungeon. But first we have to get the hookshot, which is one of the best items in this game.
Yeah, I remember like reading an article about like how realistic the hookshot was. I think technically it said like if it were a real thing, it would probably tear off Link's arm.
Yeah, it would like rip his arm off.
But luckily, this is a video game, so it doesn't do that.
I also read another article about how strong Link was. He is extremely strong, because there's like that giant pillar thing in like Ganon's castle that he just yeets
yeah.
off into the distance.
It's just the gauntlets that make him strong,
Of
right?
course, yeah.
Because if you wear gauntlets, they make you stronger.
Exactly. So Count there gets the Kakariko House. Saves a little bit of time, although it uses a chew, but he's very comfortable with not having as many chews for Spirit Hover.
Or using one extra bomb, for that matter, for Spirit Hover as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, to get hookshot, you have to do this long, boring race where Dampe drops flames for you on the way. Count getting murked by one. He falls into a wall, too. Ooh.
Getting hit by another one.
Two. Yeah. It's funny, even with all these flames, like, he'll probably still get, like, a decent...
Oh, third one. Dampe is out for him tonight.
Yeah. Tilted.
Fourth? Oh my god, do I see 5?
Well...
Almost got hit by that one.
Luckily, you only need to be under a minute for the heart piece you do in the second race with Dampe, so even if he gets like a 69, he'll be fine.
Alright, 57. Pretty good.
Sounds like my Dampe races.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's like my average.
Yeah.
So Judo going to DC first to get bombs early, and opting to go for the slash method, which terrifies me, but hey, you know, that's why he's got a 117 and I don't.
Technically, it's a forward stab. It's not a vertical slash flow.
I'm so sorry.
Gosh.
Does he get the swag backflip? He does not. It's possible to backflip off of that switch as you hit it.
I swear, whenever I try to do anything like swag with any of these switches, I just like...
You just lose time?
I lose like 10 seconds or something.
Oh yeah, me too. I try and go for it and then just
Yeah.
miss the switch entirely.
Yeah, so Judo gonna get bombs. He's able to skip a lot of DC just because he has chews. Doesn't need the Goron bracelet. Meanwhile...
Count on the other hand going to Shadow first. Uses a hookshot jump to get on the seam. And then he gets ISG so he doesn't fall off the seam here. He just kind of shimmies on across the seam.
Yep. It is interesting. N64 technically could do this like same route if they wanted to. They could just get hookshot and they could just use, you know, what you'll be seeing Count doing as we come up to it is he's going to be doing a boss key skip using only choose. He's going to clip into this out of bounds area, which is where the boss key door is if it's loaded, and he's going to do a chew boss key skip. So N64 could do this, but it's actually faster for them to get bombs first due to a version exclusive glitch where you can skip a bongo cutscene.
Yeah, if you enter the bongo room and you drop a bomb, it'll hit bongo and it'll stun him and you can just drop down and kill him before his cutscene starts, which saves quite a bit of time. I think it's something like 20 to 30.
Yep, I think it's like 30. I think I actually watched a Valiant run where he, instead of dropping the bomb, he just like rolled into the hole. And
It's too soon, man. It's too soon.
Yeah, no, too soon. He'd probably be pissed at me if he heard me say that.
Alright, Count getting hover boots here, and going for a boat skip into boss key skip here. Did Count save? I missed it. Sure hope he did.
Who saves?
Alright, I received confirmation from the chat that he has in fact saved, which is excellent, because if you miss this and you run out of choose, that is quite terrifying. Alright, so he's buffering the nut here. Normally he does it unbuffered, but for a race he just wants to be extra safe here. This one frame I swear this frame is 5 times longer than every other frame in the game. The frame right before it, clipping through the boss key door. But he does get it.
Yeah.
And into the
Nice.
boss here.
Yeah, so not wasting any chews. A little slow, to be honest, on the boss key skip itself due to the buffering, but fine. He got through. Is that BK skip much faster?
It's the fastest boss key skip with the tools he has available.
With chews, yeah. There's a older one. It's like slightly slower by a couple of seconds. Technically, the N64 boss key skip is faster because instead of like landing in this unloaded room, you just go straight to the boss key or boss room rather.
Yeah, so you use bombs, which skips not only the boat, but it also skips the boss key door, so you just go directly there.
And that's like a super recent glitch, actually. Yeah, the boat key skip when it was found, it was like super hype. Yeah, I would say if you did the older boss key skip, it's totally fine. In fact, I've seen like a lot of pretty good runners on VC do the older boss key skip. It's pretty close. Again,
Yeah, they're both reasonably fine.
Yeah, Valiant made a pretty good point. The fact that he has to get nuts technically loses time as compared to the older boss key skip. But nuts can save a lot of time later on like fighting Stalfos.
Yeah, there's a lot of Stalfos in GSR, so.
And Denalfos in Ganon's Tower.
Yeah, just nuts are really good.
Yeah.
So Judo on his way to get Minuet of Forest here. He's got bombs.
Yep. And so Judo opting to like save a bomb and go for this
Might skip here.
Skip.
Yeah, if you get a kind of a tight angle, you can just backflip over it, which is a little bit slower than using a bomb to mega flip.
Yeah.
But it is oddly precise.
It's a lot easier with hookshot just because you can keep on it's a lot faster to just like keep on trying the backflips. I don't know technically why sometimes it takes multiple tries for you to do it, even with like the same angle. But that's how it works sometimes.
So here Judo gets what's called a ground jump or grab storage to essentially just backflip onto the ledge. So you can just skip most of this maze, and then he lines up with the moblin here, and then gets on behind it.
Proof, gosh.
Oh my god! Okay. He didn't mean to do that little sidewalk there. Unfortunately, he dies.
That's a big time loss. Yeah, he's gonna use another for a ground jump. Gosh.
Yeah, bombs are not as tight on the N64 route, so he's probably just gonna... Is he gonna go for the... No, okay. I was wondering if he was gonna go for the return A.
Ooh.
Is it return A or down A? If he was gonna go for the down A skip, but he's opting to damage down and get...
He can't do the down A skip because he doesn't have hover boots.
So. Oh, right, my bad.
Yep.
I'm just a filthy VC player. I'm so used to having hover boots here.
Yeah, this looks like it's gonna work. So he's gonna backwalk.
Yeah, so he dies and enters the cutscene at the same time. Gets the song.
Yeah.
Heads back to template time.
Yeah, I think the thing is when you go for that flick to get the backwalk angle, sometimes your flick can be a little off, or maybe you move a little bit from the flick since it's not a precise flick. And sometimes you'll just be in this weird angle where the Moblin's shots from his club, I guess, like barely hit you. It's always super unfortunate. That's why I personally go for like an ESS turn, just so I can be super precise on the turn, but that's slower than just doing a flick. And this part, of the run is interesting because you'll see that they're kind of following each other's footsteps. Count is like going to get bombs, and then magic, and then minuet, and then Judo is going to do shadow, and then it kind of
After hook shot.
yeah.
Yeah, and then once they both start heading to Spirit, then they're on the same route.
And then you'll kind of have more of an idea of like who is ahead for the most part. And this is pretty important. Let's see if he gets the bomb drops. One
Wait,
bomb drop.
yeah, one's not bad. You can get another one in Dampy's grave, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say he's good on bombs. He doesn't have to go back and farm them after he gets hook shot or after he completes shadow, as long as his shadow doesn't waste any bombs. $49. Well, Judo has not gotten hit by any flames so far.
Yeah, already much better than Count's luck. Oh, there's one.
Ooh, commentary curse.
4 more to match Count.
Yeah. Shut up, Cal.
Cal, I know you're memeing, but some other people might not know. So GSR stands for Ganondorf Source Requirement, which is a silly name, but it just means that you get the Shadow Medallion, the Spirit Medallion, and then you go beat Ganondorf in the tower.
Yep. Basically, it's a cool route, and we like racing it and doing runs of it. And so we made a name that would preserve the route.
Just call it the cool route category.
Cool route category.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool Ocarina of Time speedrun that takes about an hour and a half, and you know, has some glitches that are not too hard to execute, and then you can optimize it to death.
The 44% cutscene run.
Yeah, exactly. I like it because I don't have to play for for a lot of the run, right?
So Count opting to get the Clint clip there to skip into magic. It saves a bomb, which bombs are pretty tight for his route, so it's pretty good. Judo actually went back to the bushes to get another bomb drop, which was really
super
lucky. Now he's on
safe.
full bombs.
Yeah, super safe actually, from his perspective. And I guess because he has like one less chew, or maybe even 2 less chews if he skipped the Cat-Cast, it's a pretty decent option to just go back. It maybe loses like a couple of seconds to go back after hook shot for the grass patch.
Judo getting a little stuck. Okay.
Yeah, still faster than any of my scene walks. So you're gonna see a cool trick coming up here after he gets the hover boots. I think he just does the 2-bomb super slide, but there's a couple of different ways you can.
Yeah, there's like 3 different ways for this trick. I think there's a Hess, there's a 1-bomb, 2-bomb super slide.
Yeah, skipping the nuts, so I guess he doesn't really do nut strats as much for.
Well, since he has boat key, it's slower to get the nuts. Although it does help with Stalfos and
Yeah, man, Valiant gets nuts. So how is it slow? Come on.
you got me there.
Yeah. So we'll see if he gets it. It'll be a little scary on bombs. I mean, he got like 20 bombs.
Yeah, he's at max bomb, so he should be good.
Yeah, even if he fails it.
Count here going for the Mido skip here with the hook shot, and you get the first try much easier with the hook shot. So it looks like
Yeah, he's doing the He turned a little bit too much. It's 2 ESS, it's the super slide. Yeah.
The 2 bomb super slide.
Ooh.
Missed it that time. It's okay, he can go again. He has lots of bombs.
Yeah, he messed up the roll timing, but if he had gotten the roll, it would have been the right frame to grab on. Oof. Tilting a little bit on these ESS turns. Alright, here we go. Okay, this looks
And he
good.
gets the slide. He's gonna get the clip.
Yeah, looks like he got the jump slash timing too. Yeah. Yeah, Electromotor, when our N64 S adapters. Okay, this is the cool glitch.
So yeah, Judo just drops a bomb down, causes Bongo to be stunned, and then he can just jump down and stab Bongo until he's dead. So it counts at the point where the routes would sync up, and he's definitely a little bit ahead. I'd say maybe a minute.
Yeah, he's definitely at least like a minute.
At least a minute, maybe a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Because as soon as Judo goes into the cutscene, he's gonna head to Spirit.
Oh yeah, it's more than a minute. Yeah, because the cutscene is at least a minute or two, and then at this point, yeah, you know, there's already the reset, and then he'll probably be at Wasteland by the time Judo gets done with his cutscene to get the medallion. Yeah. Judo just losing a lot of time to that failed damage boost. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. And a little bit of time from the failed key skip. But yeah, that failed damage boost really making it hard for him to keep up with Count's just consistency.
Count getting the first try Hess across the bridge, carries it all the way to the Gerudo's Fortress here. Now he's going to go for the gate skip. Pretty much everybody does the 2-bomb clip here.
Man, can you imagine, like, I guess it was called No I Am Wrong Word back then, but can you imagine this category, like, before this ground clip was found? Because it was found, like, pretty recently. Like, basically when I started playing. I guess most people probably opted for the hover boots gate skip, which can definitely troll you sometimes.
I hate that skip with a passion. Count, however, gets the 1 pause perfect clip.
Yeah.
And now he's going for Wasteland Hess. Is pretty tough Hess.
Yeah. I mean, at the very least, old gate skip with hover boots would save you a bunch of bombs. So there is that. We'll see if he gets the full Wasteland Hess. Ooh, looks like...
No, he got caught on the little ramp. I think he's just going to walk the rest of the way. Or is he going to go for another Hess? Oh, he's lost? Is he? He's having some trouble.
I guess he hasn't...
He only knows it backwards.
He hasn't done, you know, a half Wasteland Hess in a while. I mean, honestly, the hover boot jump slash method of gate skip is really good for races, just if you're like getting super low on bombs. I would say specifically for VC, just because it's a lot more unforgiving.
Yeah, so we're coming up on Spirit Hover here. I think Count has 4 choose.
Yeah. So let's see, 4, 5. Yeah. So he should be good. And he gets
Really, that's a really good initial hover.
Yeah, super high too. One of the highest way hovers I've ever seen.
Unlock.
Is he gonna buff? Yeah, he's gonna buff.
Okay. The good thing he's buffering the unlock. He only had 3 choose.
That's like one of the scariest things in Spirit Hover. Like,
is if you miss the unlock, yeah.
yeah. Oh.
Oh, this is actually okay. So that's really unfortunate for Count, but this is good for Judo. He can catch up now.
Yep. So he buffered like 2 frames, and then the shoe exploded instead of the shield showing. Ooh, nice 1 bomb super slide with the pot.
With the pot, yeah.
I mean, luckily with the advent of statue climb, it's not even that much slower to go through full temple. It's like 2 minutes slower.
Yeah, I saw a timing video from, I think it was Juke. It saves about 2 minutes. Like optimal inside of the temple versus optimal Spirit Hover. But in that case, it also loses the amount of time you attempt Spirit Hover for, so.
Right, so at this point it may have lost like 2.5 minutes. Or even 3. Ooh. Judo.
So Judo unfortunately misses the skip there. Or the clip, excuse me. So he's gonna go for the backup. He's probably gonna go for the hover boot strat. Where you can roll with hover boots and then do a side hop and then jump slash onto the mountain. Skip the gate.
Yeah, that is quite unfortunate. That is kind of he's not going to be able to catch up as much as he would have if he had gotten that first try. But if he gets this first try, he still has more of a chance if he gets Spirit Hover. Okay. Okay. So he has this like weird little position where he still has to like climb up and hold left for a little bit, but at least he gets it. Yeah, I don't think Judo opts for the Hess at all, which is pretty impressive for his time. The Hess saves like maybe 30 or 40 seconds.
I think he's just opting to save bombs here, to be honest.
Is that true? Yeah.
I mean, his bomb count isn't super tight, but having 12 explosives, I think you need at least...
I actually think that's the same amount of explosives Count had. Weird coincidence.
I think Count only had 8 bombs and 3 chews.
Is that true?
Yeah, I think Count only had 11. But yeah, if Judo gets Spirit Hover here, he can bring this back really close. I think Count will still be ahead.
Yeah, I think Count is still ahead.
By quite a decent amount, but it's unfortunately he didn't get the clip there. But if he gets Spirit Hover, it'll be really close. If he doesn't, however, it's going to be very insurmountable.
Actually, I think Count had 1 more bomb because I wasn't counting the super slide that Judo would have to do, unless he opts to skip the super slide. Okay, he's just gonna backlog. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting Count to actually miss the Spirit Hover. That's quite unfortunate. It's great for Judo. I mean, pretty much one of his only ways of getting back into this is if Count makes like a big mistake.
He's actually not going for the Gwei Hover, he's dropping the bomb here.
Yeah.
He does have the explosives for it.
I think Judo tends to go for safer strats.
Let's see if Judo gets the unlock. Okay, so Judo gets the unlock there with the camera.
Yep.
You need to target the Chew to unlock.
Yeah, good job for him. Now he has to do 4 bomb hovers, which can be really obnoxious.
I'm always just... This is maximum butt clench time.
Yep. Just waiting for the
Gwei.
Okay.
Probably like 1 or 2 more. That's definitely 2 more.
Yeah. Oh,
no.
Okay.
It's really bad. This is gonna be almost insurmountable for Judo now.
Yeah, I don't see him coming back from this. Yeah,
It's really
Spirit
unfortunate.
is like one of the climaxes of GSR for sure. It's like perhaps one of the hardest tricks, if not the hardest trick to perform. Not saying that you can't lose time in other ways, but it's definitely one of the biggest ways you can lose time. Oof. And Judo.
Judo messing up the superset there. Unfortunately, he has to go for a 1 bomb, and then he didn't get that either. And since the Armos were not very kind, he didn't give him any bomb drops. He has to reset.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Count doing full tempo quite gracefully.
Armos have a 50% chance to drop bombs. So not getting 1 from 2 drops is not the most unlikely, but definitely unlucky. Count getting a little bit of an early hover there, so he has to go for it again.
Yeah, luckily his bomb count looks very good here, so...
Yeah, he farmed the Armos for a bit.
Yep.
Got quite a bit of bombs.
Judo's just
That's
gotta
really
pray.
unfortunate for Judo.
Judo's just gotta pray that he, like, count.
Dives to Nibiru or something, gets really unlucky to Nerva.
Yeah, dies to
Yeah.
Stalpos in bow room.
Has Count been going for Nibiru cutscene skip in runs? Or in races, my bad.
I haven't been watching. I would assume so. But who knows? It may just depend on how he feels. Again, if you're consistent at it, might as well.
Even though this trick is not that hard, it just always terrifies me.
Yeah, I think just the fact that you lose so much time if you fail it and die is just really nerve-wracking. That's why a lot of people don't go for it, because it saves maybe 30 seconds at most. I mean, heck, I've done it in like my crappy 125 run, and people have still beaten my time without doing it, so, you know.
Alright, let's hope for... If we want a good race, let's hope for some bad luck from this Twinrova. Twinrova, excuse me, notoriously bad for wasting a lot of time for no reason.
What is Judo doing here? Actually,
he's going up to get the chest. I'm not sure if he knows that you can just like go on the back and on the bottom.
Yeah, you can just kind of backflip on the hip of the statue.
I think Twinrova is not being particularly nice so far, so.
They're not the best. It's that. Yeah, apparently someone recently decompiled Twinrova or something. And so Danny B says if you know the code or whatever in terms of how movement works for Twinrova, you can understand the fight better. So yeah, you just have to, you know, read a bunch of C code to understand how Twin Robo works, and you'll become a god speedrunner, obviously.
So this that was 2 missed shots from Count.
Oof.
Doing some quick spins in anger there.
Yeah, he's trying to manipulate the RNG, of course.
Yeah, absolutely.
With quick spins.
And now Twinova is just refusing to shoot entirely.
Judo going for a safe strat, by the way. Trying to clip in, being a little slow. So if he dies to this, okay, he gets it. If he died to the knuckle there, he'd have to, of course, go through the temple all over again.
Yeah, so you still have to fight the knuckle. It's just this way. If you die, like going backwards,
you
spawn right behind it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Count is probably 5 minutes ahead, I'd say.
Yeah.
Not accounting for lag, so.
Unfortunate.
Quite a large lead. Although that Twin Robo was quite bad.
Not the best Twin Robo, yeah. It's interesting, like, they both really haven't had amazing
Really
run.
good luck at all.
Yeah. Well, some of their execution has been off too, I would say, as well.
Well, that's gonna happen in a race. You can't expect perfect execution all the time.
Everyone's perfect all the time. Or I am, at least. I'm not in the tourney, so, no one can say whether I am or not.
Foolproof strategy. Judo going to farm the pot upon realizing he has already farmed the pot. He now leaves and goes back to get Armos bombs.
Yeah, he had already gotten bombs since he had to get one drop to kill the Demos and the and whatever that room is called. Yeah, I'm gonna be the best GSR runner in the entry level, quote unquote beginners tourney. Judo.
I'm going for ISG-less elbow climb here.
Yeah, I always go for this personally just because it's better than just failing bomb ISG like 10 times and wasting all your bombs. Alright, pretty good statue climb. Having a little trouble hookshotting the target, but oof.
That's a little scary. I think his position might be a little off there.
Yeah, I think his position is off.
There we go.
There we go.
Unfortunately, he misses the clip. So he has to go for the hover again.
Both runners missing the clip. And keep in mind, he's going to take half hour to damage. He won't be able to do the Nibiru CS skip because he'll die, because voiding will take a hard off, and that would kill him. So losing even more time to not doing Nibiru CS skip, unfortunately.
Yeah, so you're just going to have to kill Nibiru here. Otherwise he would die. Count is going to be on his way to Forest now. His turnover wasn't the best, but he does still have a healthy 4 to 5 minute lead here. And then it will add up, because an N64 should probably still be ahead at this point.
Yeah, so Countdown, there's a couple of frames that work for the ground clip. I think it's like there's 4 frames, maybe.
Yeah, it's 4 frames. I think if you, depending on how high you are, it can also be 5 frames.
Also depends on if you use sword or stick. That doesn't matter in this run, but it's 4 frames. It's at least big blue and big red. I don't know if first explosion works.
Yeah, first explosion works.
Okay, so and then it's like first explosion and then maybe 1 frame before big blue. So that's why a lot of people opt to do that on buffer, just because it's pretty easy to
It's a pretty big window.
see when it's like about to explode.
Alright, let's hope for a triple from Twinner over here. Help bridge the gap a little bit. Hopefully, Judo just goes for the cutscene skip. And we won't tell. Nobody tell.
So yeah, let's hope we get to see a double or even a triple. It'd be amazing.
Count opting to get the safety fairy. And the fairy actually heals him immediately. It's the first time I've ever seen that. Usually the fairy just flies around, and you try so hard to get the fairy to hit you, and it just doesn't want to touch you.
I feel like I saw Kieran like try to get that fairy for like maybe a minute in this room in his race. Felt bad to watch. Alright, let's see if Judo can get Le Double. Le Double is when one of the witches shoots a shot and then stays in the exact same position and shoots another shot. Just means it's fast, because the witch doesn't have to move to shoot. Okay.
As you can see on N64, Twinova looks a lot prettier. One of the few places where N64 has better looking graphics.
The song in Fire Temple is also better.
And debatable.
Fortunately, there's no Fire Temple in this run. Feels bad. Okay.
So not the best Twinova, but better than Count. Oh, what?
Ooh, oh my. Okay,
Oh my god, my life flashed before my eyes. What the heck?
Unlucky. Well, we were gonna say it was like a good Twin Rova generally. Like, D-Blaze or Triples, but then he just wasn't able to angle his mirror shield and had to like.
There was the last minute block there, and he didn't think he was gonna get the block, so he tried to side hop, but he already had the block, so he side hopped while blocking, and it looked really cool, but my heart sank.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, he gets through it at least by the skin of his teeth. One heart. And now this part's pretty simple, as long as you can one cycle her. Just get 3 shots of fire, and you just stun her with your mirror shield, blast, and you spam crouch stab.
Count coming up on the end of his Stalfos gauntlet here.
Yeah, Count looking pretty clean. Again, with nuts, like it's like so much easier. Even though it loses a little bit of time to get nuts in Shadow, it just makes these fights so much easier. And
so yeah, Count's a full Forest Temple ahead, which about 6 minutes. It's gonna be really, really hard for Judo to catch up.
Yep. So, yeah, we'll just take a look and see if Count makes any more mistakes. But really, I mean, Count's just about to go into light arrows, and then it's just pretty much Ganon's tower, and then Ganondorf, and Void Warp, and Ganon.
So now we have some 2 lovely cutscenes. In the meantime, we can take a look at the bracket. Let's look at the schedule as well here.
Yeah. So let's see. The winner of this race will face the winner of Rosewater and an undetermined opponent. So it looks like we got a little while until the next race. We will see one of these, and it's not over yet. But
It's not over yet. The winner's not determined, but I just have to say a miracle would have to happen.
Yeah, Count's mom would have to come into
Judo
the room and say she needs to use the N64 to shop online for dresses or something. Luckily, N64s can't do that.
That's true. Count could VC crash, and that would be tragic.
You gotta cross your fingers for that N64 crash. Actually, Judo in his first race of the tournament crashed on N64, which is really ridiculous. I've never seen that happen. Luckily, they reset the race since Mikami was super nice and they were super early on in the run.
Yeah, so we're just stuck in some cutscenes. While we're doing that, we can talk about the upcoming races. There's actually going to be 3 different races on Sunday. So, Sunday. Come on down to ZeldaSpeedRuns and watch GSR races. At 4 o'clock Eastern Time, which is 4 a.m. Eastern Time, nice and early, we have Tsundere versus TKC. I believe they're both Japanese runners. Should be a very exciting match. And then at 6 o'clock, just 2 hours later, on Sunday as well, 6 a.m., we have Trip versus X will mark the place.
In the losers bracket?
Yep. In the losers bracket, yeah. And then later in the night at 6 o'clock Eastern, we have Lake versus Honky. So Sunday's going to be a very exciting race day.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Yeah, come on down. Yeah,
you don't want to miss it.
The losers bracket races, and then 2 very good Japanese runners. So it should be interesting. I don't know if I'll be up at 4 a.m. I don't know. Maybe Flo can wake me up or something. But you should be.
Oh, I will be. I'm nocturnal at this point. Time is but an illusion.
You have the degenerate sleep schedule, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Feels great, man.
I haven't gone to bed before the sun was up in like months.
Damn. Yeah. When I started my job recently, my manager was like, it's okay if you're an early bird. I get up at 7.
7's when I go to bed.
Yes, exactly. Like, well, I'll work on that. Sorry, guys.
I just realized that Judo got the heart container in Spirit.
Oh, yeah. Even more of a little bit of a time loss. I guess he's just... At this point, he's just got to be super tilted.
Yeah.
From all that's happened, he just doesn't want to mess around. He just wants to finish the race.
Judo opting to pause buffer the ledge clip there instead of just attempting it over and over again.
Yeah, that ledge clip can troll you sometimes. And he got like pretty much a 1 pause, so might as well have been faster than just attempting it.
Another 1 pause for the mega jump here. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Again, pretty good forest temple so far from Judo.
A really good runner. I feel like, he made a couple of blunders this run, but seriously, super consistent at times. I mean, hell, did you see that 454 walking while talking escape? Pretty incredible. Count about to go to Ganon's castle. He has tricked all the sages into believing that he beat all their temples, where he really only did Shadow and Spirit. And so they're going to create a little bridge for him.
A lovely pride bridge.
Oh yeah, happy Pride Month, everyone. Judo about to fight the Stalfos. I don't think he has any nuts, so he's just gonna fight them without them.
Yeah, he didn't pick up nuts, which makes it a little bit harder, but not too terrible. So Count has enough bombs. He's going to go for the 2-bomb trial skip here, which gets ISG off one of the bombs, and then gets to the other 2. And it looks like he got through really quick.
Yeah, that timing can be pretty tight to get ISG off of that first bomb, because if you don't, then they'll both explode too early and you won't be able to get the initial hover. That's why a lot of people just opt to get ISG with a separate bomb before that. So it uses more bombs, but it's a lot safer.
It goes for the quick spin finish on the Stalfos for extra style points.
What if Judo just like went and like gimmed light arrows right now? I guess he's N64, so he technically would need like a bean or something. Disqualified. Is Count going to die to Knuckles? It doesn't.
My sources say no. Oh.
Oh, quick spin. Whoa,
He goes for the quick spin and then misses it.
Yeah,
Has to go for the quick backup quick spin there.
Alright, so let's see if Count VC crashes. I don't even know where you can VC crash here. I've never seen a VC crash here.
Has to impress all the way up the stairs.
Alright, pretty good.
Let's see if he'll go for any swag strats on Ganondorf here. Last time, Count went for the bomb ISG.
Oh, that's interesting. That's like super safe. I guess like the optimal strat here can be really finicky and unforgiving if you don't get it.
Well, technically, bomb ISG saves however much time the Navi text box is. That's it. But it looks really cool. And we know Count is all about looking cool.
Do you have to play tennis if you do that?
Well, once, yes.
Oh, so you still stay on the platform then? I guess it's just the timing must be a lot tighter to get bomb ISG than getting ISG off of Ganondorf.
You like go into the center platform, then you get bomb ISG on the center platform. Then you drop the bomb. It's really weird, and it doesn't really save that much time, like, at all.
Probably loses time.
But commentator, have you ever played this game? No.
Imagine playing this game.
He does not go for the bomb ISG. What a shame. I got my hypes up. Third try Ganondorf ISG.
Yeah, luckily he's still able to get in there without Gandorf rising back up again, and he gets the 1 cycle. Good job. Getting less and less likely for Judo to have any chance. At this point, even if Count had to do all collapse, to be honest.
Yeah, even if he got so rock trolled like 5 times, he could still just go all the way down, collapse, and probably still win. Really unfortunate at the start from Judo, missing that damage boost. Lost quite a bit of time.
Judo can still beat my PB though. One of the highest.
The highest accomplishments imaginable.
Highest accomplishments you can make in OOT speedrunning. Beating my shitty GSR PB. Not even top 100 anymore. What's your PB in GSR, Flo?
1:23:01.
2 minutes faster than mine. Pog.
Pog me?
Yeah, pog you. Good job.
Thank you. I tried very hard.
That must have been your like second run, and then you're like, I'm never running GSR again.
Pretty much. Alright, looks like rocks are gonna be nice. No rocks landing on count. Alright. VC crash?
VC Pog? VC crash on Ganon?
Alright, gets the jump slash. Into the unloaded room. Set hops down the stairs. And count is pretty much done. He could still die to Ganon. But even if he died to Ganon, I feel like he'd still be fine.
He's even saving bombs. He's not doing the super slide. He might just use a bomb for the kiss though. Gotta save like a single frame. Getting hit by some rocks.
Manual kiss. And he gets it. Some smooches.
Nice. Good job. So it's looking like a 117 or 18 from count, which again is still like a pretty decent time. Not for him, but still.
Mr. Commentator, you can see count splits. You can see the best possible time.
Yes, I'm so stupid. Yeah, 119. Still a good time.
He's really gonna gold this split by 2 minutes? Wow.
Well, maybe
Impressive.
if he uses SRM, he'll be able to kill Ganon faster. I'm tired, guys. I'm sorry. He's 119. Best possible time. I am a smart person. It's the Shabbos, guys. It's the Shabbos. It's the day of rest. Let me be. Judo again on board the Flamin' Pride Bridge on his way to beat Gavin.
So yeah, this is looking like a sub 120 for count, which is pretty good considering he lost quite a bit of time missing Spirit Hover. Gets the super slide into Ganon. This helps him keep the sword. Judo failing the trial skip there, going for the hover boots back up here.
And he gets it. Yeah, so Judo should be good. He should still be able to finish. Probably sub 125-ish. Sub 130. And count. Super sliding and holding shield. Making sure that he keeps that Master Sword, even though Ganon thinks he knocked it away. And even the game also shows it being knocked away. How's that work?
There's 2 Master Swords.
There's 2 Master
One's
Swords.
just a replica, but Ganon can't tell the difference.
Reminds me of like a League of Legends meme. What the fuck, 2 sheds? No one gets that reference.
I get it. I was actually gonna make that reference, but I opted not to.
You thought better of it because you thought.
I did think better of it. Yeah, I thought no one else would get it.
On a Zelda Speedruns Twitch.
All right, Count's having a pretty good Ganon. One more hit, I think. Okay, one more hit.
One more hit. Yeah.
And there it is. So Count is gonna get a low 119. Pretty good for missing Spirit Tower, to be honest.
And it looks like Ganon is down for the count, if you know what I mean.
Who let you on comms?
Yeah, interesting race. A lot of blunders, to be honest. Well, to be honest, Count really didn't mess up anything. He didn't really mess up anything besides Spirit Hover. Judo making a couple of mistakes besides that.
Alright, so let's take a look at the bracket here. As we said earlier, Count's going to face off against the winner of Rosewater and then the winner of Tsundere versus TKC. So, still a few matches before we see who Count faces there. Judo going out in a loser's bracket, and loser's bracket is falling a bit far behind. So, still going to be quite a ways until we see who's facing that. But, like I said, coming on Sunday, there's going to be 3 races, so you don't want to miss it.
Yeah, it's going to be a day full of races on Sunday and lots of different time zones. So hopefully you guys can catch at least 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 of those races. It'll be a good time. You'll see me trolling the chat maybe a couple of times as well.
CountLG in the chat. Wow, everybody, give a warm pog you to CountLG, the winner of this current race.
Pog. So yeah, we'll see when I guess Rosewater, yeah, again is going to face the winner of the 4 a.m. EST race on Sunday between the Japanese runners, and then between Rosewater and one of them will face Count in round 4 of this, I guess the quarterfinals of the tournament.
Mr. CountLG, how did you feel when you failed Spirit Hover? Bad. Winky face, slanted face.
I think Kieran made a good point in the chat as well. He has, I don't know if this is accurate, but according to Kieran...
Judo missing the shot. Okay.
Okay, alright, here you go. Count has the 2nd and 3rd fastest times in the tournament, despite missing Spirit Hover both times. So, again, it just goes to show, even with failing that one trick, Count is just so good in like all aspects of the run that he's able to get a pretty decent time anyways.
Count, how do you feel about the race otherwise, other than that Spirit Hover mistake?
This is quite the unconventional interview.
But I don't know what else to do. He doesn't have a mic. Ignoring Spirit, it was good. Yeah, I would say that was pretty good.
Yeah.
How do you feel about... I got hold on a second. How do you feel about your next opponent? Which is Rose, TKC, or Tsundere. Pause. Champ.
Let's wait for his response. I'll crush Rose, ZFG Smug. If it's Sundare, I'ma be shaken in my boots.
Fair enough.
It's fair.
Those are some fighting words.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen more Sundare streams of GSR than Rose. I don't know how much Rose is practicing, but I mean, Rose won his first round of the tournament, so we'll see.
I cannot wait for the next winners bracket match between Count and
Whoever is going to
whoever of the three people who are all very good runners.
Yeah.
So Judo, luckily, did not get the N64 crash. Coming up, does he get the kiss? He does not. So, unfortunately, Zelda sees that run wasn't particularly good and just rejects Link outright. Quite the shame.
And actually, looking at Judo's best possible time, he cannot beat my PB.
What a shame.
What a might as well. And what other matches do we have coming up? I don't know if they're scheduled yet, but we also will have Tomato versus Juke. That will be pretty good. And then we got CMA versus Orange. I don't know how you pronounce that. Orange, good N64 runner, sub 120. CMA, good Japanese VC runner. I think does TKC play on N64 too? CMA might be the only VC runner that's Japanese. Okay, TKC plays VC as well. Okay. So yeah, guys, the tournament is like
super stacked.
Yeah, it's super stacked.
Super stacked.
We're almost to the quarterfinals, but we still got like a lot of good matches.
A bunch of losers brackets to catch up.
Yeah.
Judo getting the Super Saiyan again, and he also gets to keep his sword. And have two swords. Trying to think of more interview questions. Mr. CountLG, what kind of filter you got on that game feed? Question mark. Microphone emoji.
Count, how do you feel about watching Shrek 2 with Nally soon? No, I'm kidding.
Key shift all the way left. Excellent, excellent. I'll keep that in mind for my runs. Would you contribute that as the reason for your success? Hmm?
I'm not smart enough for all this Q stuff.
No smile. Excellent smile. Lovely. Lovely. So Judo here is on the Ganon slideshow. The lag on N64, this is what we're talking about the lag earlier, is it's so slow.
I hate you.
Turn-based RPG. Yeah, see, now it's Link's turn to attack.
Yeah.
And then Ganon's dead. Ganon's defeated.
And my internet was lagging too, so it seemed like it was lagging even more. It's like lag on top of lag. Or maybe it was his stream specifically. And hey, GG, sub champ Cal, Pog. Cal.
Why you gotta go there, man?
Shots.
Why you gotta go there?
I'm such a bad person.
Let this guy come.
Looks like Cal is down for the count.
Let's see if Judo wants an interview.
I don't know if I want an interview after that, but sure, yeah, we'll see.
I asked Judogerudo to join us, and I can honestly say his finish time is better than some of the other times that we've had in this tournament, so it's nothing to be...
Hey, G's consultant.
Wow, you're such a nice person, Norinato.
It's true, and he was such a
Judo
champ
did
last
great.
year with helping with comms and stuff. GG's Judo.
Thank you.
Hello, Judo. How's it going?
It's okay.
Yeah. How do you feel about that run?
Very disappointed, and like I'm pretty like a lot of the stuff that I tried that I like wanted to make sure I didn't. Like the damage boost, spirit hover, stuff like that. There was just like so many mistakes that I don't normally make, and that maybe it probably just like spiraled. I think I had a solid end game though, like after Spirit Temple.
Yeah,
But-
your endgame seemed great.
Yeah, that was fine. I close to tied gold on bow. Yeah, I just made some like big mistakes, like forgetting that the bomb drop doesn't respawn in Spirit.
Oh yeah, that was
Right,
an
that was
interesting
the
one.
biggest
So
mistake
just
so far.
real quick question: what was going through your head during that Twinrova fight?
I thought do you mean when I fell off the
Yeah,
stage?
yeah.
Specifically with that, yeah.
Yeah, I was sure it was over right there, and I almost dropped the controller from how much my hands were sweating. It was bad, but I'm glad I didn't free. I'm glad I didn't like. 'Cause I was afraid I was gonna get locked in the hookshot animation and just die. But yeah, it was bad.
Yeah. How did you feel like coming up to this race about facing obviously the world record holder counts?
Yeah.
Generally.
I knew I was in for a hard race, regardless. Like I would need to. I've seen Count play, or I've seen Count do no resets in the past, and I've rarely seen him get anything lower than like a 123. Sorry, anything higher, like anything slower than that. So I knew, I didn't expect to win. I just wanted to try my best.
Yeah, and that's always
Yeah.
a good mindset.
Yeah, you definitely put up a good fight. Unfortunate about the mistakes early on, though.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
one
would
night-
ask you how you feel about your next opponent. Sorry, go ahead.
Like 119.08 seems kind of low. Count. Does that mean that he made like a mistake? I wasn't watching at all.
He failed.
He failed Spirit Hover as well.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You're saying about
so-
next opponent? I don't know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I would ask you, but the losers bracket is quite far behind.
So it's between Chef Bear, Lake, and Honky McButterball or Andy.
And then also or
Yeah.
Tim or Juke. There's 5 potential people who could work their way up to you.
So
Well,
please
I'm
go
excited.
with
Yeah, I'm
one.
excited either way.
What do you think about a Tomato versus Judo losers bracket match?
Oh my god,
Would be pretty
That'd be
nice.
hype.
I would love that. It just to high key.
All right, let me ask what you think about some of the upcoming races. So, what do you think about Tsundere versus TKC?
That I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that one too. They're 2 very good Japanese runners. Can be really exciting.
Yeah, they're very close in skill level, I think too. Like very close, but they're pretty comparable, I think.
Yeah. And what do you think about Tomato versus Juke?
That one is cool. That one I'm really excited for because Juke is really good, but he hasn't, at least not online. He hasn't been like playing RTA very much. And I know Tim has been grinding really hard, so I'm excited to see how they do.
Yeah, I could definitely see either of them winning. I mean, Juke has just been playing for what seems like forever.
Yeah, last year he did really well.
He's a rando main, so kick.
Rando, bingo, all of it.
Yeah. And then there's also, I think, CMA versus Orange, which is, I think, going to be a good match.
Orange. I think you can just say orange.
All right, fine.
Anyway, good job again on the race, Judo. Good luck on your next matches.
I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you, Count. If you're in the chat, thanks for the race. Good race.
Yeah, GG's Judo.
Yep. Thanks for the race. Yep. Good job.
Thank you guys for hosting. Thanks for ZSR, right, for hosting. It was kind of last minute.
Oh, you're very welcome. It's my pleasure. Also, GG's Count. Anything else before we wrap up?
No.
Okay,
Just make sure to come on down on Sunday for a big race day.
Yes.
3 races.
Oh, and I want to thank my lovely commentators, Hyflopod and the consultant, who should not be removed as a commentator.
It was very fun. Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Have a good night. And I'm going to be sending you over to ZSR 3, where we're doing a Link to the Past randomizer, cross-scrolled Keysanity tournament match. So hopefully you'll hang around there for at least a little bit. At least say hi. And we'll catch you later. Have a good night, everyone. Or morning or day. Bye.
Thanks. Nighty night.